Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Hellraiser, and this is a new reboot of this classic horror franchise from Clive Barker, and this is directed by David Bruckner, who had just done The Night House, which was a deeply affecting and emotional ride of a horror film starring Rebecca Hall. This is coming out on Hulu, starring Odessa A'zion as Riley, who's the central figure finding this artifact and trying to puzzle this together to find out what's going on and what's haunting some of the people in her life and making them disappear in grotesque and scary ways. And of course this is Hellraiser, so we get Pinhead and we get all these other Cenobites who are summoned through blood sacrifice to this strange and ancient puzzle box. And this film, first off, is way too long. This feels so stretched out at 2 hours, and which didn't feel necessary to tell this story. And a lot of the characters in this film are really flat, not well developed, and a lot of the performances are basically just there and kind of forgettable, except A'zion, I feel like, is the one standout from like the human characters. And like all the Cenobites are really creepy and unnerving and grotesque. The makeup here is ridiculous what they're able to accomplish with this film. And like Jamie Clayton, who plays the priest, aka Pinhead, does a really fine job with her and the rest of them doing their physicality with these performances. Now, I'd never seen any of the Hellraiser films up to this point, so I wasn't quite sure what kind of thing to expect. But this is grotesque, it's gory, it's disturbing in the visuals that it uses to bring these characters to life and to torture these characters and do harm to them and to kill them. You see all kinds of gruesome and disgusting things along the way. The first half of this film is way too slow in trying to build things up to a point where we reach where we're really starting to confront these Cenobites popping up. And this does get atmospheric and unnerving, and I'm not surprised Buckner is able to accomplish those things. But as the film progressed, a lot of the scenes were in complete darkness, and I couldn't even tell what was going on, which is a shame because I know I was missing some really visually disturbing content because Bruckner showed that the rest of the film. There's certain points where I could make out enough of it to realize like this was a striking looking shot. This film has atmosphere. It has the grotesque, gory nature of what people expect from Hellraiser. It delivers on those things. Narratively and character-wise, it might not get there. There's quite a bit of exposition at times to try to explain certain things. But in general, I feel like this film has the atmosphere. It has the presence to unnerve and accomplish those things. I just feel like these characters were not people that I felt like I could really connect with. They felt pretty flat and not very memorable or very interesting. And in the end, that's challenging to be able to sit there and connect with them and really engage with those characters and care about them. But in the end, this film does have some grotesque and unnerving visuals and atmosphere and will probably give you some good scares along the way, even if it's not much more extra on top of that. But those are my thoughts on Hellraiser. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.